Today's morning thought is about going back to the office. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. uh, I usually record these before my workout, but this one I forgot, so I'm doing it after. Um, so this is probably aimed more at the people who've already been working remote, working at home for the past year, year and a half. It depends on when your employer made that decision. So this is folks who do work in tech, but it also includes people who do any kind of knowledge work or information work. I have a friend who's on the financial side who has been doing it. People who are doing accounting, people who do writing, editing, any kind of stuff that's basically work where you're primarily working, by yourself. You're creating stuff. Maybe you're meeting with people on Zoom. You're working on your laptop and whatever. But you're able to work at home. You don't have to go into a physical workplace to get your stuff done. So a lot of you have been working at home, and now some employers are saying, hey, time to go back to the office. Not all employers, but there are a few who are doing it. And an interesting thing that's happening is a bunch of employees are saying, no, I'm not going to go back into the office. This has been called the Great Resignation this year. There were 4 million people who quit their jobs in April of this year. That was the Department of Labor in the US did that analysis. There's probably been even more. I haven't checked the most recent stats. Monster.com, which is a job service online. It's been around forever. They did a survey, and I think 85% of people have said they're going to quit their jobs if they're forced to go back into the office. A significant percentage of those people said they're willing to change domains, professions, go into different industries if they had to. I know some people who've quit and started their own businesses and become consultants and advisors, and they're like, hey, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it for myself because I'm not going back to an office. And that's not necessarily because of the pandemic. So this isn't always, oh, you're afraid, you're living in fear. I'm tired of that. Please shut up if you're one of those people. Please shut up. You clearly haven't lost somebody close to you or somebody you love. It's a very selfish point of view. I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but it's driving me crazy. We're not wearing masks and distancing to protect ourselves. Quit being so damn selfish. It keeps your filthy breath, the droplets in your mouth, from spreading COVID when you don't even know you have it. Maybe you've been vaccinated, so you think you're okay, but of course we found out people can carry it even if they're vaccinated. It's not living in fear. It's about protecting people you care about. Your neighbors, your loved ones, your family, somebody who's compromised. A friend of mine's fighting cancer. She needs to be safe. Her family needs to keep her safe. So quit being so damn selfish and self-centered. Okay, sorry. No, it's about people have had a taste of freedom. They've had a taste of more time for themselves and with their families. Getting rid of a commute. Huge commutes people have, right? It can be as little as an hour a day, maybe 20, 30 minutes each way, or up to 4 hours a day like mine used to be. Getting that time back, people are like, okay, I can be really effective and work from home. So if you're going to force me back into an office, if I have to commute again, I'll quit. I'm just going to quit. So I'm curious how many of you are in that situation where maybe you're feeling that you're going to have to be forced back into an office or a workplace when you know you can be just as productive, if not more productive, working from home or working remotely. And working out of the office doesn't mean stuck in a little corner of your house working for 8, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. The freedom is completely different. I've been working outside of an office for 11 years now, hardcore for the last 6 years. I don't just sit in my office all day. I'll be in my office, I'll be upstairs in the living room, I'll go work on my deck. I'll go and sit at a coffee shop and work. I've worked at a ski resort in between runs. I've worked up at Lake Tahoe, sitting out in a beautiful location, looking out over the lake and the mountains, working on my laptop. Um, and you're like, oh, but you have to work. Yeah, you have to work too. We all have to work unless you've struck it rich. So would you prefer to work somewhere beautiful where you could take a break and walk around the lake or go skiing and then come back and work some more? Or do you want to work in an office where the only thing you could do is go get some crappy coffee from the coffee machine and hear the same old jokes from your coworkers and your boss anyway? Feeling a little ranty today. This is what happens, I guess, if I do it after I work out. Sorry. I think it's a positive thing. I've been doing it forever. Funny enough, a lot of people are now agreeing with me. Millions, millions, maybe it was 4 million people quit their jobs in April. It's 2 to 4 million. Millions more. This is a whole new way of working, and it's good for the environment too. So if that's something you care about, or at least you pretend to, not commuting is good for the environment. I don't care what you drive, even if it's an electric car, the power gets produced somehow. And not driving at all, not commuting at all, cuts down on your consumption of everything, makes you more efficient. You have a smaller carbon footprint. I mean, it's good, 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 good. So, how many of you are going to quit and find an alternative if you're forced to come back into an office? That's my morning thought.